morning, everybody. Chris and Tiffany here with High Seas Cruising, and today we're going to hell.
Yes.
So we should be arriving in the Grand Caymans, I don't know, next couple of hours. They said about 9:30, 10 o'clock we're going to be in the Grand Caymans. But first, we got to go get some breakfast.
Yes.
Then we have to go down and get our tender tickets at 8 o'clock. And then we got to take our tender over to the Caymans, and off to hell we will go. Washy, happy. Alright, we're gonna go this way today.
9503, port side. Cabin 9561. Alpha. Deck 9503, port side.
Alright, I'm not sure what that announcement is about. What is Alpha? Alright, let's take a look at what they got for breakfast this morning. They got parfaits, eggs, sausage, potatoes, bacon all on here. Alright, we got breads, lunch meats, all kinds of interesting stuff. You got your toast station, and some chocolate chip sticky buns this morning. You got all of your fresh fruit, your milks, your yogurts. You can make your own little parfait. Alright, this morning I got some pancakes, some little omelets, potatoes and bacon. Tiffany got fried egg, parfait, cottage cheese, and she's over there picking the raisins out of her parfait.
Don't like raisins.
Don't like the raisins? Do your best Rapunzel impression. Got Tiffany doing the Rapunzel impression across there on the balcony, overlooking the promenade. Alright, so we are currently docking here at Grand Caymans, or coming to our anchorage point here in Grand Caymans. You can see it off right over there. We also have the Carnival Vista and the Carnival Sensation already here in port with us today. So we should be about ready to start tender operations here shortly. Alrighty, so we are on the tender. As you can see, masks are required while on board the tender, right, baby?
Yes. And in the Caymans.
And in the Caymans. Now, I think it's only when you're indoors, like in restaurants, stores, and shops, that you have to have it, but you have to have it both way on the tender as well. But we're on the ship and fixing to head over. here's our plan for hell real quickly.
They have to stop for us.
So we were told we go over here by the public library and then catch the bus, the regular city style bus, and they go over there and it's only $2 a person. So we're gonna take public transportation to hell versus the $28 they wanted to charge us to take a taxi over there, and it goes the same spot and there's buses that run all day long. So that's what we're gonna go and try. So our public transportation plan for hell, yeah, that was an utter bust. We thought we'd give it a try, and we just drove around in circles basically for an hour and never got anywhere near hell. So we just got back off at the cruise port. There's probably a way to do it, but we obviously did it very wrong. Got it wrong. Our plan, I mean, we just failed miserably today to get over there. So we're back at the cruise port, and we're not going to risk missing our last tender or anything to get back on the ship. So we're just going to kind of hang out in this area and kind of check out Georgetown, walk around a little bit and see what we can see around here instead. so we have made it back on board the ship, and we're going to share today's lesson with you guys, give you the whole story about what happened in Grand Caymans today. That way, our mistakes don't have to be anybody else's mistakes. The stuff we screw up can be a success for somebody else. So when we got to the Caymans, we had this plan in our head. We were just going to go out. We were going to grab a taxi on our own, go over to hell, check it out, and then come back. That was really all of our initial, plan that we had, and should have been no big deal. Granted, the last time we were in the Caymans was 2016. It was 6 years ago. But when we came here, we simply grabbed a taxi and we went up to 7 Mile Beach. Not a big deal. So we thought it was going to be something similar today, and boy, were we completely wrong in our thinking, and it did not work out any way that we thought it would. And listen, this is on us. We should have planned better. We should have thought better. We should have had a backup plan. So that's going to be our big tip, is make sure you know what you're going to do. You've researched it. You've confirmed it. You know exactly what's going to happen. Now, we did look at ship excursions to see if there were any shore excursions through the ship, but none of them specifically said they went to hell. There were some island tours, some beach tours, and stuff like that, but none of them actually said, we're going to hell. And that's where we really wanted to go. That's what we said. We'd just, do it on our own. We'll catch a cab. So we got off the ship. We went over to the taxis and said, hey, we want to go to hell. And she's like, okay, it's going to be $14 each. Okay, well, that's not too bad. And then she's like, but you have to have a minimum of 4 people. I said, well, there's only 2 of us. We don't have anybody else with us here right now that wants to go. It's just the 2 of us. And she said, well, then the only way we're going to take you is you have to pay for all 4 people. So now, instead of being $14 a piece, which would have been $28, now they wanted $56 in order to take us up to hell. And we were like, yeah, no. We're not paying for extra people and all this kind of stuff. Last time we were here, we just grabbed a cab and we go. Nope, you have to have a minimum of 4 people. That's all she said. And there was nobody around us that, was wanting to go to hell, that was just doing their own thing either. So we left and decided not to take the taxi. Well, one of the other local tour guides that was there said, hey, all you got to do is go over here and get on the public bus, which was across the street from the cruise port up by the library. Get on the public transportation, tell them you want to go to hell. They'll go there. It's only $2 a person per trip. Oh, that's a good idea. It's real cheap. And of course it's a bus, so, it's going to take a little bit longer to get there. We expected that. So we got on board. We said, hey, we're going to hell. He said, no problem. 45 minutes we rode around this island. People getting on, people getting off. And when the 45 minutes was over, guess what? We were not in hell. We were right back where we started. We're like, dude, what happened? Thought we were going to hell. He just kind of shrugged. Yeah. So, yeah, public transportation, the public bus sounded like a good idea. And don't worry, they don't have like any kind of weird specific route. I think they just kind of do their own thing. They drive around. They just drop you off in random spots. It's not scheduled, I guess, like a city bus would be, or what we're used to in the United States. But that's going to be our lesson for you. Have a better plan than us, because we pretty much screwed up our entire trip to the Cayman Islands over not being able to do something as simple as get to hell and take a look. I mean, all we wanted to do was go to hell. And we couldn't do it. So it didn't happen. So we came back. There was only a few hours left. Didn't want to risk trying any other ways or anything like that, because, you missed that last tender here, you could be in trouble. You missed a ship, something like that. So we didn't do it. We just kind of looked around the city a little bit, came around, toured around in the cruise port, and then we came on board the ship. So it's going to be our hard-learned cruise tip for everybody out there today. Make sure you know before you go. And I've said it before, and I thought our past knowledge and our past experience was going to be enough, and it was not. Absolutely was not. So like I said, we screw up too. No matter how many cruises we go on, no matter how many cruise ports we go to, we still screw things up every once in a while. This is a great example of a complete and utter screw up that completely messed up every plan we had for today. So if nothing else, please learn from our being dumb, our lack of planning, our lack of paying attention like we tell everybody else to do. It does happen to us every once in a while, and today's a really, really great example of that. But we are back on board the ship. As you can see, we went and had a little lunch, went down and played a little Star Wars trivia. I lost by 1 point. 1 point. We have not won a single trivia game on this cruise yet. We are not batting 100 on this particular cruise. We're having a good time. Don't get me wrong. We're having fun, but boy, we're not winning. We are not winning this particular cruise. But we got other activities. There is a big show tonight. What is it? Saturday Night Fever is a Broadway production show. We're going to take a look at that here in just a couple hours. But I think for now, we're just going to kind of relax, chill out until dinner time, maybe take some pictures, just enjoy the beautiful blue water here in Grand Caymans. And we'll catch up with everybody here later on. It is Caribbean night in the in the buffet tonight. Caribbean night, so we're gonna go eat some Caribbean food and check it out. Washi washi?
Washi, welcome, welcome.
Alright, so I got Jamaican meat pies, peas and rice.
Beans and rice.
It's peas and rice. What's that one again, baby? A fritter, right? A fried fritter?
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that. Some bread. Tiffany got chicken and fish and
Goat.
oh, and some goat. So it is Caribbean night. So we're snacking on all kinds of Caribbean favorites. Got Tiffany looking for cupcake recipes here at the cupcake cupboard. You finding any good ones?
I found your red velvet one.
Found a red velvet one? So we came in the room tonight, and look at this. We have a monkey hanging from the ceiling. So we didn't have a towel animal last night, but we do have a monkey tonight. Alrighty, guys. Another day here on board Liberty of the Seas is complete. So Caymans is complete. You know, we got back from Caymans, did a quick live video, showed you guys around, you know, what it looked like, how blue the water was. Hey, it was tons of fun. Thank you to everybody who participated in the live video today. After that, though, we went to dinner. Caribbean night. Food was excellent. I love Caribbean night on Royal Caribbean. Hey, look, Caribbean night on Royal Caribbean. But it was good eating. Then we went to the Broadway show that was Saturday Night Fever. Absolutely no recording in Saturday Night Fever. So I don't have any video of it. They said no. I followed those rules. And then after that, we just kind of went up and hung out at the deck party for a little bit up on the pool deck. Now we're back in our room, getting ready to shut it down for the night. Tomorrow's going to be Jamaica. We have an excursion tomorrow in Jamaica, so we'll be showing you guys port, taking y'all on the excursion with us. Should be a lot of fun. But just want to thank everybody for being here for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, do me a favor, give it a thumbs up. Have yourself a great day, and like always,
We'll see you out on the high seas.